100% Jenny Fox. Take it away.
Hey y'all, welcome to Slap City, the only platform fighter to advocate for jorts. This is a very obscure title that true sickos hold close in their heart.
Oh my god, I'm a true sicko.
Yo, I'm joined by two of them right here.
Hello, I'm Limey. I am the best Samba de Amigo player at this event.
Hi, I'm Seldom Seen Kid. I won my fantasy basketball league 2 years in a row.
We know so much about this game.
Yeah. So this game was released in early access in 2018, came out 1.0 in 2020. They kept adding different features throughout then, including a story mode, which has support for a majority of the characters at this point. We're going to be playing through as Jenny Fox and collecting all of the collectibles along the way, hence the category title. This was made by Ludasti, who made a series of different wacky, fun, independent adventure games, which are the stars of the show here. If that name sounds familiar, they went over to make Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl after this. So,
I know that one.
Yeah.
Another cool platform fighter.
Yeah.
This is a great time, has great movement. Like I said, true platform fighter heads know this one, and I'm happy to introduce it to you who don't know. This game is pretty fast, and so I'm going to be focused on it. So they will be doing most of the yapping while I do the slapping.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we're ready to go on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Get started. Yeah. So, story 100%. What the heck does that mean? So in every level, there's some collectibles, and we're just going to have to get, for the most part, all of them. There's some that don't actually matter, but yeah, that's all the story 100% means. It's just getting through the levels while getting all the collectibles. So you can see that they're going out of their way right now, doing a little bit of a puzzle, clever use of some of Jenny Fox's special attacks to get these really fast. And again, this is a plat fighter. SSK, what does that mean? Since
Platform
I'm sure you
fighter.
know
So a lot of people are familiar with like the traditional fighting games. You think like a Street Fighter and like a 2D, like the screen is like your range of movement. But in a platform fighter, Super Smash Bros is like the most iconic example of it, where you kind of move around in you can move up and down, like you're platforming, like in a platforming game, and that allows for story modes in. To be able to like traverse through these levels on top of the combat against some enemies. So that's kind of, we're just going to be kind of traversing through the level here with the movement that this game allows for, and also fighting and platforming and fighting.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. Yeah, Slap City has a lot of similar roots to like Melee. If you've ever played Melee, it's pretty similar.
There's a lot of inspiration from Melee.
Yeah. So there's a lot of the like heavy attacks, light attacks like Melee has, like the tilts and the smash attacks. Obviously there's like jumping, double jumping, wall jumping exist here as well. I forgot how fast this game is. We're already in the arena. Yeah, not the arena, the versus battle. Yeah. So in the story mode there's platforming levels, but then there's also these levels where we have to just kill someone really fast, and this is a lot more akin to just like a regular fighting game run. It's just AI and hoping we can manipulate the AI correctly to get them dead very quickly, like that for the most part. That was really fast, even with like the little mishap there.
Yeah, a lot of times is the AI and just another like in general across plat fighting.
Oh my god, this game uses AI.
Plat fighter speedruns. The AI is this game does use AI, but we kill the AI, so it's okay.
Okay, that's good.
It's very dependent on like the enemies, especially in the versus battles, which there's going to be a number of them in the run here. You have to kind of there's some strategies you can employ to try and like get a fast, consistent result, but oftentimes it's just kind of RNG.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing that a lot in the next run as well, just because that is pretty universal with all fighting game runs.
Yeah.
Plat fighter or traditional fighter. In this level, you're going to be seeing, it's 100%, so we're just going to have to be going out of their way a lot again. But in this level in particular, because there is different paths, it's just faster sometimes to get the collectibles, reset the level, and then get the go past and go to another path and not have to worry about.
Because starting over does not remove the collectible. Like the game still says, "Oh, you've collected this," even if you start over.
Yeah. One thing about Slap City is it has really, really interesting momentum mechanics actually. In terms of the things that are specific to this game, obviously, like I said, it has a lot of roots from like Melee. So there's wave dashing, wave landing, all of that type of stuff. But there's also this thing they added called the clutch button, which is just the
It's the do cool stuff button.
yeah, it's genuinely just the do cool stuff button. When Wojo clicks it, they do cool things. Namely, like you're going in a direction, you can like use an attack, and then it like B reverses the attack, and then you can just take all that momentum and go the other way, and it's really useful. And all of the platforming levels, it's just used all over the place. But it's not like that's not the right level.
Level's so nice, we played it thrice.
Yeah, because we reset. Yeah.
There's a the clutch button also unlocks some secret mechanics for different characters, and we'll kind of get into that.
Yeah, it's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
It's a surprise mouse tool that'll help us later.
Yeah.
I like the shouts to the yeah sound effect whenever we collect a collectible.
Yeah, whenever we get anything that matters for 100%, I'll go, yeah. So,
I would
mean,
encourage
you,
you at home to say it or type it in chat, and the audience with us here watching Slap City. Thank you guys so much for turning up for Slap City, by the way.
Oh, there's way more people here than I thought for like a silly
awesome.
little like indie plat fighter. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm like fighting for my life to like stay like on pace with like the commentary, and then there's people who like don't realize the sweating.
I forgot to pull it up until I saw you had it, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because there's like
we practiced
just so
because
much.
again, there's a lot to go over, and Wojo needs our help.
Yeah, but yeah, in terms of all of the like engine specific stuff, that's mostly it. Jenny Fox has a couple of interesting things with her moveset. Namely, like the down tilt, which can like send you forward a little bit, and you can just go off of like ledges with that, which is like useful. Yeah, just riding, literally just riding the skateboard.
She launches it up as her up special. It's like her recovery move.
Yeah, and it turns into a projectile, which can activate switches and stuff. Is really cool.
She also a move that's used a lot is she has an axe that she just throws straight up. That can be used to like bypass some vertical platforming.
Yeah, and I think it's the side special. That's I'm used to saying side B. The side special is basically just the same as a boomerang. And here's one more versus battle. This could be really bad, but Wojo is handling it fine. Technically, it's better to be on the bottom platform, but on the top platform, it's a little bit more consistent to get a kill every time. I say as not every time. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, we're in the pinball hell world right now, unfortunately.
The character's name is the Goddess of Explosions?
Yeah. Goddess of Explosions.
Well, it's pretty solid, you know, we got there at the end.
Yeah. But with the 4.5 minutes of IGT, we're finally able to catch our breaths.
Yeah.
Because this is just 9 waves of enemies and then a boss, and all of the waves of enemies for the most part have set spawns, so Wojo's going to be positioning themselves perfectly and doing all these waves really fast. So if the host has anything to say, feel free to say it. You have until it says like final boss wave or whatever. I don't remember what it says.
Wave 10.
Absolutely. So we have a $5 donation from Seldom Seen Kid that says
that one.
and asks, if you were trapped on a desert island, would you rather have juice boxes or swag music?
Well, you can't drink swag music.
See, that's what I was thinking. Is this interview done? Actually, hold up. Can you hold this?
This is a deep cut reference for the uninitiated.
Yes. Do you have any other message from the host?
I would like to continually announce that there is an open incentive for the True Arena Run for Kirby Superstar Ultra.
You guys want to see that.
The goal is $100, and you do not want to miss Mr. Shasta play the True Arena Run. Please get those donations in now.
Yeah, so with all of that, yeah, this is a story mode. This game has story.
There's plot.
There's plot. Massive TLDR on the plot because I don't remember every story beat. Sue me, my bad. Basically, as far as I'm aware, Jenny Fox is going on a vacation, but she's just a mad little fella, and everything is going bad, and this is actually the vacation from hell, and everything sucks, and everything is on fire, right?
She's trying to find the tour guide, and every person is like, "Oh, I'm the tour guide." Just kidding. Or something like that.
We're gonna be seeing the
that was just there. That was a great example of throwing the axe straight up as the enemies were spawning. It's relevant somehow. You see, there's 2 guys in the back, and they're just kind of like pulsing. It's because they hit each other so hard that they're trapped in hit stun, or hit lag.
Hit stop.
Yeah.
Hit stop.
Hit
I'm
stop.
not a real gamer. I'm sorry.
It's close enough.
The hit stop is it's an effect that like game developers employ whenever like to show how big a hit is. This is the final round, by the way, of the.
Yeah,
kind of
if
the
you see
heavyweights.
how Jenny Fox, like whenever Roach is doing up air, she kind of pauses for a second. It's like that, except they hit each other so hard that they are just like in the perpetual motion machine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not ever gonna be important later. I just think it's like really
I just
funny
think,
to
yeah,
mention right now.
that's just something that they put in the game.
Yeah, there's no reason for that to be there, except for that it's fun and whimsical, and this game is fun and whimsical. It's called Slap City.
They put Jenny in the arena because the other thing that was happening in the arena is just like on hit pause, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You were not supposed to fight it that funny.
If you've ever seen Big Blue from Melee, it's like that, except if it was like a stage that can like make you sad and upset, but also give you good times.
Yeah, good vibe. So yeah, this is the there's cars.
Yeah.
That bus is doing a wheelie. That's awesome.
That's kind of dope. Yeah. So there's a lot of like momentum tricks at play that Wojo is doing here. With just like using that clutch button to just kind of stay in the air, because when you're in the air, you don't actually decelerate very much, if at all, right? Yeah, I got the nod of approval. Yeah, the FGC nod, but like for commentary.
You're a
So because Wojo's in the air and going very fast because of that dope clutch button, they can actually just go through the entire like these outdoor segments really easily, just because like there's a lot of air above like the actual like cars and stuff where we can go over. It's pretty easy. It's not so fast like Big Blue, where you immediately die if you touch the floor. It's not like a lava floor. It's slow enough that where you can just like kind of jump and recover, but it does make you sad if you touch the floor.
So here we're bypassing the exit of the level to pick up one last collectible all the way over here. Yeah.
Yep. And then doing a death warp to the last checkpoint, which was a very fast death warp because they took enough damage earlier in the stage to just get to the exit right away instead of having to backtrack all the way. So taking damage there actually was a bit intentional for fun.
We
For
do
speed
things on
and
purpose for
profit.
fun. And for profit. Oh, you know who would love profit? Actually, no, we don't have to talk about it. So this level, this is like, if you're familiar with like Big Blue from Melee.
I know that one.
Yeah. So, you saw it happen once. It's gonna happen 2 more times. Hopefully,
If anything bad happens, there's going to be a helicopter that comes from the top of the screen. I'm not even joking. And we don't want to see the helicopter or else we will be sad. Oh, no, we might see the helicopter. Oh, no.
but
Miss
no,
space.
like, literally, it's the bus is driving and we'll leave you behind.
Yeah. No, the helicopter!
I like his face. That's a fun. Does the
Yeah.
helicopter have a name?
No.
Oh. Chat, donate with a name for the helicopter.
Yeah, he looks polite, so only good names. She's at 119!
Please. Come to the
Please?
red.
You know you want to approach. You know
You want to approach so
you
bad.
want to approach so
We don't
bad.
want
Watch
to
out
kill
for
her
the-
off of this side because the road is actually going this way.
Yeah, that's just.
It's a bad no make
She's
us
going
sad.
to the right side just to try and live
Off
longer.
the
We got
top. I've never
yeah.
seen anyone die
Yeah.
off the top in this
Yeah.
stage. I'm gonna be so
Yeah,
thrilled.
this run was going so clean up until Princess Remedy.
And that's just that's just
fine.
the nature of platform fighter
Yeah.
runs. And obviously the estimate accounts for this, but it's like sometimes the AI is just not going to cooperate with you.
Yeah, sometimes the game makes you sad because that's what happens. Yeah, so like I said earlier, there's wall jumps, but there's actually a secret technique called a scar jump that we're using, which exists, where we wall jump and then do an aerial to gain our drift back, because if we don't use that aerial, we don't have full access to like our aerial drift. So
Yeah, what the scar jump does is it allows you to. So like normally there's a window of time where you're not able to drift after you wall jump, but by doing the short little skateboard pop, the pop shove it. I'm not a real skater. I'm sorry. But
it's like that.
Doing the pop shove it allows you, and that move is fast enough and ends before you would normally be able to get your drift back. So by doing that, you're able to just kind of scale the wall by wall jumping on it over and over again, just like that.
Like that, and it's intended kind of. And also, I want to mention all of these keys that like Wojo is hitting to the doors. Like they can't pick them up, and they just have to like.
Yeah, there is no
hit
pick up
'em.
the key button. You have to just hit it to where you need it to go.
Yeah, and enemies can also hit them, which can suck.
That's why this
I'll say.
level is called Hotel Lock and Key. It kind of introduces the key mechanic. Not
Is it
kind
called
of.
that?
That's
Hold
just-
on.
That is. It is. Yep. I remember that. I don't remember a lot, but I remember
Yeah,
that.
I just remember that there's a death maze called Death Maze, but that's it.
Oh, I wonder
That's
what
the
you
only
find in
level
there.
I remember.
That was a satisfying
Yeah,
combo to watch to just
yeah.
flip the key across.
And oh, it is called. Oh yeah, it is. That's
No,
my bad.
no,
Yeah.
it's all right.
That's my bad for.
I know ball, okay?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Clearly, you won fantasy basketball.
I know ball.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid on my team this year. So we're climbing up. This is, if you know Metroid,
I don't know Metroid actually.
where there's like it's like lava and you gotta climb.
Oh, is it like that level in
It's like more the
Brawl where
platforms.
it's like there's like the door and you have to like go inside? Well,
Probably.
yeah. I know Metroid then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know ball. Samus turns into a ball, so it works.
Yeah, I know Morph Ball.
Yeah. No more ball.
Yeah, there
And
isn't like
so
that
getting
much
hit
happening,
there
it's just-
gave Wojo back
Yeah.
the up special to be able to make that platforming. So it's like, oh no, I got hit, I took damage, but that was like on purpose and beneficiary.
Yeah, a lot of the movement that Wojo is doing here is just like small optimizations, like lining up jumps to get wall jumps so we can go a little bit higher.
And we were
getting
talking-
hit a little bit so we can get that up special back.
And this
This
it's
is
to the
very, very
point
cool.
of like this run has been optimized to the point of, okay, I'm gonna go here and the enemy's gonna hit me on purpose so I get my resources back.
And like, if you've ever played a fighting game, that is unrealistic.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's just how
Yeah.
good Wojo is at this game.
it's true.
Yeah. I know that we were just like kind of blabbing through that, but that was like actually like a super impressive
Yeah.
level. It is so cool.
This is the guy who
This is the
loves
guy who.
profit.
So yeah,
This is the guy I hate.
he's a normal human man.
If you've ever seen a thumb, it's like that. This guy's definitely not like a
More than
hot
lying.
dog,
What are you
I
doing
guess.
here?
Yeah, so if you've ever like worn like a polo shirt, it's like yeah, you're familiar with
So
this guy.
this is Business Casual Man is the name of this character. He his race is capitalist. What else? I didn't make that up. What else?
He is from the Boardroom Nebula.
The boardroom. Okay.
From Capitalisatron, I'm pretty sure.
And he's out of here.
And he's gone.
Yeah, it's shrimple as.
Yeah.
We can make so much money by having that guy on screen.
It's true.
Exclamation
Yeah.
donate!
Exclamation
Exclamation donate, by the way,
exclamation
everyone
donate.
here. I want to put that out there.
Any business casual man? This level's cool.
Yeah, this
So this
level
one
was very
normally
cool.
is an auto scroller, but by doing some tight platforming, you can just bypass the auto scroller.
Yeah, the auto scroller part of this is a suggestion, and that's like the gimmick of the stage. It is really difficult because whenever you fall into the pit, bad things happen, which is not good. If you notice, Wojo went all the way back to the beginning. So as long as they can get through this room, it shouldn't matter too much. It's just really difficult. Again, using clutch to have a little bit of more momentum to make sure that they get like under the spikes and then around. And then we should be
And
fine.
we made it through.
Yep, perfect. I'm like scared to say anything because I don't want to like commentate or curse this because like usually I like commentate speed games and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
the moment of fighting games in the mix, it's like it's awful and terrible and like bad things happen. There's a secret cycle you can actually make on this level, but you have to play literally perfectly and then it like saves not that much time. It's like it's a meaningful amount of time. It's just really, difficult to do like off rip in an event. So like, and Wojo was like still pretty close.
Yeah.
So you know, like big ups. I don't remember what you have to do in this level past this point. I'm gonna be so for real.
There's
Oh,
also
yeah, yeah.
momentum stuff.
Yeah. Assuming they didn't get hit there because this game is mean and for meaty pantses, Wojo can just go through that, kind of just wall jumping and keeping their momentum through that entire like hallway.
And you can tell that
just
they were
go-
going to keep their momentum because of the speedometer that reads speeds per second in the top corner.
Yeah. If you've ever gone
I think that's what they
a
use in
velocity,
Yeah.
you'll know
Yeah.
that one.
This was made by Swedes, so that is the Swedish
It's the,
speed
it's the
system.
metric
Yeah.
system. Yeah, okay.
I'm a big fan of velocity.
I'm a big fan of bald eagles.
Yeah. I don't know how to make bald eagles noises.
Chat,
I'm
donate with
not a
your, with
bird.
your best bald eagle noises.
Yeah, through the rest of this level, is there like any messages you'll have until the level is over and it says like level is over? A little bit until the next level
Yep.
starts.
Sure.
'Cause I was
So
yapping a
while we're
little
waiting
bit.
on donations, I'd just like to just tell you a little bit more about the event. If you are enjoying the marathon so far, please consider following Midwest Speedfest. It is partnered with VGMCon to help raise money, and this year it is P-Fund Foundation. The Transcend campaign of P-Fund Foundation is an immediate response to urgent needs facing trans plus people living in or coming to the Upper Midwest 5-state region of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, and South Dakota. By April 15th, we aim to have 30,000 in donations that we can distribute via community review to TransPlus serving organizations in the summer of 2025.
Yeah, it is a fantastic cause, and it was secretly okay that you went really long there because this is actually the level called Death Maze, where it's just a death maze.
Yeah, carry the one.
Is it still a maze if we know where we're going?
Yeah, the difficulty of it is that it's a maze, but if you're a speedrunner and you know where you're going, you just it's just a platforming challenge.
It's still a maze, though.
It's still
like
a maze.
it's a.
I'd go so far to say this maze is great.
This maze is great for if I'm on vacation and really mad about something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Jenny Fox is like my spirit character.
Yeah, and she works through her anger issues as part of the character development.
I'm mad about that though. She shouldn't
Well, see, I
she
think
shouldn't
you
have
need
to
to
fix
learn to
herself
work
for
past
anyone.
I'm taking a purposeful death there because I was low on health and didn't want to risk accidentally dying. We do have a life bar instead of a percentage system as we're doing story mode.
Does it actually change knockback? I have no idea.
What?
Does it change knockback the lower you are in the...
It does not adjust knockback, which is why we're able to consistently do a whole bunch of getting hit by the enemy the correct direction strategies.
That is so dope because like in like P+, because I'm used to like running like Great Maze, because you still have percentage, you can't do any stress like that unless you're like directly coming from like a respawn room. So it's like it becomes a problem. But like yeah, it is cool that this game is consistent, like can have consistent stress like that because it is like pretty impressive. I don't remember how much is left in the Death Maze, but like I said,
we are right near the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
there it is.
literally.
There it is.
I know that one.
Leo
It says
DiCaprio,
exit.
that GIF.
Yeah.
And if we were doing any percent, that would have been the final platforming segment of the game.
Unfortunately, it's not.
We are doing 100%, which means we collected all of the secret tokens and are going to unlock the last 2 platforming stages. But before we get to those, we have one last versus fight to do.
Yeah, so this versus fight is it'll do. There's a series of games that it's like the same devs I think made called it'll do.
Yep.
Like 1 and 2 and whatever. One of them, at least one of them, has a support Archipelago, and I think that's kind of dope. They're kind of like Zelda-likes, but they're in Slap City for fun and whimsy. And
this is a canon fight.
Yeah, this is a
Jenny
canon fight
Fox
that exists.
is an enemy in It'll Do.
Yeah. So in like the story mode, there's like a bunch of different characters that you can play as Wojo said at the very beginning. If you remember that, yes, it is on the quiz. All the different characters have like different timelines for like what actually happens in the Slap City during story mode.
It's a multiverse game.
Yeah, it's a multiverse game.
This is like the Everything Everywhere All at Once of video games.
This is the GOAT of oh my god.
Cinema.
It is cinema. But yeah, I just think it's interesting. But like, yeah, that is a canon fight that happens and has existed probably. I'm sure.
This is if I'm not mistaken, this is another level where if all goes according to plan, we get another conservation, momentum conservation.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot
Correct.
how
we have like the
This is super
fastest
fastball.
speed
Yeah.
we're being in the run happens this stage with Super Clutch Ball.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you've ever seen
Titanfall
Titanfall,
2.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Close enough. Yeah, doing that is just very hard to do because, as you can see, there's a lot of things on the screen that can hit you and ruin your day. And if you can see, we're still here, so our day is
The
totally
music
fine.
doesn't seem to match the level
Yeah.
of danger that it seems like we're in. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest.
This is like DSI music, I think.
Ooh, look at
Yeah.
that! Oh, we're flying now.
Ah, shoot.
Let's go.
We're fine.
Ooh,
We're fine.
We're fine.
let's go.
Ooh, that's beast.
Yeah,
That's a
that
clap
was
for
sick.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
just
approaching
looks
the
so
end,
cool.
but we're gonna have to be doing a secret strategy technique with pushing a lot of buttons at the same time. So there's like a exit in this level that is on the stage, and then for fun, they like zoomed out like their stage maker really far, right? And then they like scrolled all the way to the end, and then they like put something there for fun.
It's like the little
Whoopsie.
Timmy Mario Maker level.
Yeah, where it's like that's like where the dev exit is for fun, and it unlocks something cool and whimsical and fun and something I don't like to look at. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah.
So obviously throwing the axes at a specific angle, and then dropping the skateboard in and it bounces. So we were talking about the clutch button earlier and how it unlocks secret mechanics for some characters. So for Jenny Fox, if you do a kickflip
15 kickflips.
15 times, the skateboard lights on fire.
Yeah, and then you go, respectfully, sorry, Steph, hella fast. And you just go into here, you go into the dev exit that exists for some reason way over there. And then there's this level that we don't actually have to do, but we do have to do it.
For 100%.
Yeah, for 100% we have to do it, but it's like, there's no reason to do this. You're a silly goose if you go in here, and then they
What
just
is
like
the-
made like
What does the sign
Celeste
say? Abandon all
Kaizo.
hope ye who enter here. It's literally
Yeah.
like this. This level is just for fun. You do not get anything for beating it. This is just like Kaizo, like difficult platforming section.
Yeah.
And
this is really hard. Wojo, don't say anything. It's fine.
Yep.
yeah, well,
Yeah, we got this. It's totally fine. This is really, really difficult, though. All of the spikes usually so far have been like, they just hit you and give you a lot of knockback. These are instant kill, so Wojo has to be super, super particular about how they have to move through here. And they have to do a lot of difficult platforming get up here.
yeah. And this is a good time to mention
yeah.
that every level in the game is slightly altered to tailor to each character's specific like platforming abilities.
Exactly.
And especially is the case for the Omega, the OOO. I don't remember what that acronym stands for, but Omega something of Oblivion.
Right? Yeah. Whatever this is.
Whatever the Kaizo level for each character is vastly
Yeah.
different because of like how different, like you have to make use of scar jumping, you have to make use of the kick flips on fire, skateboarding. You have to have just like intimate knowledge of your character to be able to beat it as the character. And as far as the 100% leaderboards go, I think Jenny Fox is the only one that has more than one run. Is that correct?
It'll Do has a few as well.
It'll do has a few,
Yeah.
but a big difference between the 80% and the 100% is the requirement of beating this.
Yeah, and it is like really hard. I'm pretty sure some characters don't even have like a recorded completion yet. I'm sure someone's done it maybe, but
Yeah, so that on top
I'm
of...
so used to seeing this that I'm like, oh yeah, this is like
no,
dope.
no,
I
this is
forgot.
insane. So on top of doing setting the skateboard on fire, they also had to go on that platform to build up even more speed for 12 hours.
Yeah.
To be able to like make that super long gap, and that's the only way that you can make that. Here we're getting hit by the bumpers on purpose.
I have a question, but I'm too afraid to ask it. So I'm not
Ask
gonna
away.
Ask it. Oh, when you like hit that like pinball thing, is that like kind of the same concept as like a meteor cancel from like Melee?
Yeah, you have to just
Okay.
like
Yeah,
upbeat.
excellent work, by the way.
Yeah,
Those are-
under 2 minutes is absurd. In our practice, it took like 2.5.
Yeah.
I never beat past the second jump there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm baby. So, do you guys remember when we were talking about those guys in the arena with the bunch of enemy waves and they were stuck in hit stop?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Jackster. So do you remember that? This is on the quiz.
Yeah, I do remember.
You remember?
All right, so
okay,
Jackster
so
remembers
why
that.
why
Good
were
job.
they like in the background? Why were they just right there?
Oh, they responded.
What?
They responded at the top of the map, right?
No, you failed the
Oh, I
quiz.
failed the quiz.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
so they were in hit stop and
Boo this man!
Boo this man! Boo! So they were stopped in the background actually because they were in hit stop. They hit each other so hard that they were just there for a while. And this is the mayor of the city. This is like Mr. Kiwi, right?
Yes.
He is actually really evil for no reason. I don't know why.
He just wants some peace and quiet.
Yeah, he wants peace and
what
quiet.
he wants to do is he built a big punchy fist.
Yeah.
And he wants to
It's in the
hit the
background,
world
actually.
so hard that it's just forever in hit stop.
'Cause that's
so
how that
he
works,
can
yeah.
finally have some peace and quiet.
Yeah,
And we're
that's
just like,
his
wait,
villainous motivation. He just like
he
wants
just
a nap.
wants to chill.
Like we have a sensory room here at VGMCon. Like you can go there, it's chill.
Do you think Mr. Kiwi knows about the sensory room at VGMCon?
Oh, absolutely not. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like outside, there's like a whole map. Like,
Do you think he knows about
imagine?
therapy?
He should know about it.
Kiwis will literally freeze the world in hit stop instead of go to therapy.
But
Toxic Kiwi linity?
yeah, there's a whole like final boss fight going on. We're just yapping through it. Yeah, so that's like the plot of like why this. Basically, Wojo's just gonna be Wojo know what cycle like everything is once like the cycle actually starts. So
Here's another example of throwing the axe
yeah.
straight up to not have to play, because you're intended
Exactly.
to platform up each time, but you could just
Screen shake warning if you have motion sickness, by the way. There's going to be just a lot of explosions and enemies on stage, so we'll be just vibrating a lot.
Yeah, the screen vibrates for just a little bit, but it'll be fine if you are not actually completely motion sick all the time. But yeah, Wojo's just gonna be hitting like the orb, like machine heart thingies for a while, and then time will be really soon. I don't know how soon, but it's gonna be soon.
It'll be a few more hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that this is like the last part of the fight where it's just like rapid fire.
And these are, it's random where the next weak point spawns each
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, like,
Optimizing movement between these is just like really difficult. That's a bird, by
Time
the
will
way.
be when the timer in the top right stops. Wow, this was a good time.
Is he going to hit the corner? It's going to pause for a sec,
Yep.
but not stop.
Yeah,
So-
it's
Yep.
after this one, but
Time.
yeah.
That was so good. That is like 30 seconds off world record.
Oh,
that
Holy
is.
moly, yeah, that was really good. That's
If it
over the
wasn't
top
for Remedy,
sure.
if it wasn't for Remedy, this would be world record.
Yeah, that was so
Stupid good.
dope.
I'm really happy with that run.
Yeah,
Um,
big ups, honestly.
wow. Yeah, that was Slap City. Thank y'all so much for having me. I'll try to keep it short because I know we're a little bit behind. I do want to thank a few people. I want to thank Fruity Pie, who was the main innovator in this game and really pushed a lot of the categories ahead, even without too much competition. This run would not be nearly as optimized without her. I also want to shout out Wisely and Gay Transmo Drifter, who are the people who got me in this game originally. Thank y'all. It's been a great time. I want to thank these two for joining me.
That's me.
If you like us, we'll be still here. Stay tuned. We have his run up next.
Hi there.
Yeah, we're just gonna like,
Limey has a Quake run on
guess.
tomorrow morning as well.
yeah, tomorrow morning.
Yeah. That's about it. I'm on twitch.tv/wojo42. I do speedrun stuff. I also play a whole bunch of GameCube games on there.
Hell yeah.
I love the GameCube.
Nintendo GameCube, the best console.
True.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for having us on comms. And yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of the event. Watch me next.